All right, so first and foremost, I want to thank you guys. It's been an amazing Sunday today. You guys have been showing up, showing out. We had a markup analysis earlier with Jason. That was an amazing call. So guys, if you're in the six-figure signal chat, he just dropped 2 plays. One play was 700 pips, and another play was, I think, about 50 to 100 pips. So we're excited about that, kicking the week off right. Then we had an amazing launch call, right? Our chemistry, our camaraderie, you know, our culture is lit right now. We have a lot of momentum. The calls are really jumping, and people sharing their testimonies, and the chemistry of it all is really what's catching fire. So I'm just excited right now that to really share this this message, because we have a lot of major announcements that's happening this week, as well as going into April, full steam ahead in our 90-day campaigning, where we're going to take so many people's lives to the next level. But on Sunday nights, what I want to work on today is leadership. The 2 skills we want to really master and go after the next 90 days is the skill set of trading and the skill set of leadership. So we just want to dive in and really master our craft in both of those arenas. So tonight, I just want to talk about, you know, 10 traits to identify in a leader. Let's talk about it. 10 traits, right? Now we're not going to do 10. Let's do 9. I think I wrote 9 down, okay? I stopped at 9 because I felt like these ones are really the key to really changing your business, the key to really shifting your momentum, right? And what I want you guys to be clear on, you know, it's 2 things that you got to focus on. Number 1, who you're listening to, and number 2, who you're working with. So if you have the right mentor, a lot of people have the right mentor, but they work with the wrong people. Woo! I don't want you to miss this. A lot of people have the right mentor, but they work with the wrong people. And I want you guys to be clear, even with your spirit. We listen to God, but we work with the wrong people. We listen to God, but we work with the wrong people. So I want you to be clear that, I'm sorry, let me go to, I'm about to tear it up. Let me go to airplane mode, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right, let's do it. Pammy, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, cool, guys. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. So number 1, as we talk about the 9 traits to identifying leaders, why? Because over this next 90 days, you got to identify who's worth the time, because you got to be clear how you spend your time is more important than how you spend your money. When you're growing this business and you're developing people, number 1, you have to understand that your time is very important. So let's talk about it. Number 1, we have to talk about responders versus initiators. Responders versus initiators. Okay? Responders versus initiators. I want you guys to be clear. Everybody is a responder. Soon as the coronavirus went out, everybody responded. Right now, the stores are empty because everybody's responding. Everybody right now is a responder, no matter if that's business, that's life. When things show up in the world, people automatically respond, okay? So I want you to be clear, it's human nature that everybody responds, okay? Now, the real thing that we have to look for is people who are initiators. So after the event or the change happens or breakdown happens, who now are initiating things? And here's what you need to look for. Leaders have ideas. They initiate stuff. There's people behind the scenes that call me, hey, T, you know, I got an idea. I think we should have did this way, because if we work the Zoom this way and we add our testimonies, it'll bring a better flow. But then there's some people who just respond, right? They get on the Zoom, they get off the Zoom, they get on the Zoom, drop a 777 in the chat box, then they drop a 777. Drop some fire in the chat box, then they drop fire. Well, we got to get into a space where we don't have to tell people to turn the chat box up. We don't have to tell people to post the Zoom. We don't have to tell people
on the Zoom, we got to get into a space where we just initiate. We looking for people that wants to raise their hand and give a testimony. What we're looking for is for people to come into the chat box and say, man, that's a nugget, right? To really initiate that engagement in front of our prospects. We need people that's going to initiate the next Zoom, right? We're not looking for people that's going to respond to when is the next Zoom. We're looking for people that's going to initiate the next Zoom. That's ready to, if there's not one, they're going to go and do it. They're going to start that Zoom up. So we're looking for people, right, who wants to take an initiative. They got ideas. They care about your vision. They want to make sure their ideas can really add value to whatever fundamental things we're already doing, right? So people call me all the time like, T, let's do it this way. Let's do it that way. Hey, I was just thinking, man, maybe we should take our training, have our class, boom, boom, boom. Guys, we're looking for people who have ideas, who are forward thinkers, okay? So we're not waiting for responders. We're looking for initiators. Number two, okay? In order to identify the right leaders, number two, they got to have energy. Oh, this is big right here. They have to have energy, right? Well, what do I mean by energy? Number one, you got to write down aura. I want to work with the right people who got energy. And the first thing I'm looking at is their aura. How do they attract people or how do they repel people? Sometimes I just sit back and I see how people's energy attract other people, right? Or how they repel other people. And what do I mean by that? See, some people's aura is so negative Nancy. They Debbie Downers, right? They always got the bad energy, and every time they come around, it kind of pulls you down. So we're not looking for those type of individuals who are repelling people, right? The people don't want to be around them. See, we know good people like who have great energy. You love calling them, you love being around them. They walk in a room and it's like the lights come on. But then there's some people who walk in the room and it gets dark, right? They drain you, right? They're not adding value to you because they have the worst type of aura, and you don't want that to be around you while you're in the space of going to another level. But see, the second part of your aura is your stamina, your endurance. The second part of your energy is your stamina and endurance. And you got to look how people walk, how they carry themselves. If they out of shape, are they out of breath and we ain't even launched yet? Right? We had 3 calls today. Yes. Do you have to make all of them? You should. But if you don't make none of them, then okay, you don't have enough stamina for the 90-day sprint we're about to go on. We ain't doing a 9-second sprint. We're starting a 90-day sprint. So we're looking for people that can hang in there. We're looking for people that can go the extra mile. That's you. So I want you to be clear that we got to get in the space the next 90 days that we got some stamina. We got endurance. Where we're looking for people that can show the plan 5 to 6 days a week and don't cry about it. Not just show the plan one day, you call them, I'm tired. What you do this weekend? I turned up. See, you turned up in your social life, but you tired in your business. You teed up in the social life, but they tired in the business. Right? They got the energy to go kick it though. They got the energy to go live life, but they don't have the energy to build a business. That's not who we want to be with. Okay? So they have to have the stamina for this. There's an endurance for this. I was talking to Pammy. Pammy said, you know what, this week, T, we knocked out P150 last week. This week, we're going to knock out P600. Hey, bro, I'm off. So now we can speak at night and we can speak in the afternoon. I'm looking for stamina. Pammy's bringing the energy. Last week, we did a call every night together, 7 days straight. By Friday, she was a platinum 150. Tomorrow, she has a sign up. This week, she'll be a platinum 600. Why? Because she has the endurance. She built Fort Tough for her dreams, right? She beat me on the calls. She's hosting or co-hosting a call. This is somebody that's about to walk away from their job in August. So you got to get in a space where you got to have that endurance. You got to have that stamina. When I get off this training, I got to call 3 people, quick start, launch, put flyers together, prepare for other trainings, right? Create content. Has to be stamina. That's why we in the gym. Success is a muscle. So you got to look for people who got the right energy, their aura, and their stamina. Now, number 3, we're looking for leaders who got the right language. Watch this. My mentor said, never be lazy with language. Listen. We're looking for people who have the right language, right? When I'm coaching Pammy, I'm listening for language. It's not a lot of I'll try. I'm finna. Maybe, I hope so. No, it's, hey, bro, I'm getting a call. Hey, bro, what you need? Hey, bro, it's already done. Hey, bro, let's get it. Hey, bro, 2-a-days. I'm like, Pammy, 2-a-days start in April 1st. 2-a-days start down the road. We're going to go 8 hours a day. But right now, she said, I'm off this week, bro. Right? Listen to her language. So number 1, what are we listening to? Insecurities. People's language will always reveal their insecurity. You got to listen. Who are they talking about? Some people call me and they talking about everything that's going wrong out there. That has nothing to do with the business. That has nothing to do with them. But the insecurities got them they're not focused, they're distracted. Because when you won't own your own disappointments, you kind of go look for other people. You got to go notice everything that's going around you. You got to nitpick everything that's around you. So I'm listening to the language. Hey, T, you see what they doing over there? Hey, T, this person did that. Hey, this didn't do that. That person over there. Nobody cares. We're not comparing ourselves. We're creating. So you hear their insecurities. Listen to their language about how they talk about themselves. Man, I'm so excited. We're about to break some platinum 6. I don't know. You know, listen to their language. You ready to launch? You ready to go? I don't know. I mean, I'm trying. I'm thinner. Listen, and then you can hear the fear. I'm listening to language that has fear, that has false evidence appear real. I can't. I don't have this. I don't do that. I'm not this. I'm this. If was a fifth. I want y'all to be clear. You got to listen to these people's language. The language is going to tell you everything that you need to know. So when you're looking for the right leaders to work with, listen to their language. Hear out their insecurities. Listen to their fears, and then you'll know exactly what you need to work on or who you need to spend your time with. Language is everything. Your language is either going to get you at the table or won't even let you in the door. Because we're always listening. But guess what? The universe is always listening. And whatever comes out of your mouth comes back into your life. But that's why you don't want to work with people that's putting negative things out into the universe. Because if you're in that space with them, you're going to attract at that frequency. So I don't want to be around people who are using their mouth to destroy their business. I don't want to spend 80% of my time with people that's destroying themselves. Why? Because even though I'm in a good place where I believe, if I hang around somebody that don't believe and that's constantly using their language to destroy, sooner or later, it's those seeds gonna get planted into me. I might wake up one day, I don't know about the Sherman 25, man. He got a good point. You know what? They is doing it over there. That other company over there, he got a good point. Nobody cares. Your language got to be so strong with you that it can provide strength in others. Because whatever your mouth stands for manifests out there. Whatever comes out comes back into your life. So we got to watch our language. We got to be professional. We got to carry ourselves with integrity. Your language means everything. Your language is your income. Why? Because we're having conversations with people. People are our product. I know y'all thought that trading was the product. People are our product. Are you with me? Because you got to deal with traders or educated people, right? Then you got to turn around and teach people how to use the product. So our real product is people. And if you can't communicate and have the right language, then it's all wrong. Okay? So now, number 4, let's talk about attitude. Attitude. You got to find leaders who have the right attitude. What do I mean? Write down PMA, positive mental attitude. Positive mental attitude. Guys, I'm looking for leaders that's going to find a way, right? No, guess what? I was talking to Oren the other day, and as soon as they dropped the news that, you know, the coronavirus about to shut down all these events, I said, Coach, I shot a video, sent it to him. I said, Coach, I have an idea. We should do a virtual tour in April. What's my attitude like? I'm not talking about the coronavirus. Go into the group chat and look at my language. Man, thank God this is the perfect time. Now people got to come see us. Listen to my language. I have a positive mental attitude. I'm not running to the stores and talking about what people going crazy. I'm not entertaining the conversation unless it affects the market and our trading. Why? Because I'm going to hit this goal, whether it's a coronavirus, a Budweiser virus, a Heineken virus. I'm going to hit this goal, no matter what drink virus it is. So I want y'all to be clear. You got to have a positive mental attitude. You got to be working with people who are positive. Why? Because they take initiative. Positive people take initiative. So you got to start checking people's beliefs. Where are their attitude at right now? How bad do they want it? Are they on every call? What's their attitude is going to determine the altitude. So we're looking for people that's positive, right? They see a way out of no way. They're going to make it happen no matter what. They're not talking about the breakdowns. They're not getting hit by life and just sitting down. They're standing up in it. They taking a hit. They go back into the corner, but they come out fighting. We're looking for people that's fighting. A positive mental attitude. Okay? Now, let's talk about number 5. Okay? If you got your notes, write down curiosity. Curiosity. What does that mean? We're looking for leaders that ask questions. We're looking for people that ask questions. Guys, it's 150 people in a group chat. You ask a question, it's a cricket. That means either 2 things. People are scared to ask, or people just don't know. Are you with me? People are either scared to ask or they just don't know. So I want you guys to understand that we have to ask questions. See, what I realized being a leader over the last 6 years, people who ask you a lot of questions, they go crazy after they get the answers. I got a brother, Larry. Larry just got started Friday, and by Sunday, he was a platinum 150. Next 2 days, he'll probably be a platinum 600. But let me tell you, in the last 72 hours, he asked me 1,000,001 questions. You know why? Because he's also an educator. And his goal, once he get all his questions answered, he'll be able to use his language to communicate with his team. Why? Because he already know the people who he's bringing in and how they need to hear it. So he's asking me 1,000,000 questions so that he can go back and give it to them. So right now, who in your group is asking you questions? Who right now is blowing your phone up? I need that. Pammy call me almost every day. We talk every day. Hey, bro, I got a question. That's her first statement. Hey, bro, I got a question. What's up, sis? You got to ask questions. Questions get you paid. So I want you to be clear. You got to have curiosity. Now, number 2, research without being told. Okay, please mute your lines. Most leaders, they do research without being told. Donia is somebody I have a tremendous amount of respect for. She came in last week. Before she got, I talked to her, showed her the plan, did a 3-way call. She actually signed up 2 days later. But in those 2 days when I got her started, she said, T, I already did my research. I've been looking up Forex. I've been looking up this. I've been looking up brokers accounts. I said, Jesus. That was just 2 days ago. She's a researcher. And then how it shows, she came in a group chat and she asked, look all the questions she's asking. What's this US 10? US 30? We even had to tell her that's for new students. How do you even know about it? Because she's asking questions. But guess what happened? When she asked the question and she was persistent, Coop said, hey, inbox me, I'll take you on a ride. When you ask the questions, the teacher will appear. The journey will begin. What questions have you been asking? I've been asking Geo questions. I asked Chad questions. Chad, man, how do we go about launching in this way and so that it's really effective? Hey, how do we do this? And what do you think on this, coach? And what's your goals the next 90 days? I got a lot of questions because I'm trying to engage myself. What are my mentors on and that I'm not on? Because right now, talking to my mentors, their goal is to make enough money in the next 90 days where it's going to pay for their bills the next 12 months. But I wouldn't know that if I wasn't curious. So now that made me change my goals. I said, wait a minute. Can you imagine making enough money in 90 days where you don't have to worry about all your bills the next 12 months? Think about it. Would you sacrifice a 90-day grind so that you won't have to worry about your bills the next 12 months? That's big. And I say, man, that makes sense. Well, let's go all in for it, right? Now, after curiosity, 2 things they do. They ask questions and they do their research. Number 6, I want to hear their upbringing, right? I want to hear their story. So as you're forming your leaders, as you're talking to them, you want to figure out how they grew up. Did they have parents? See, their story will tell you everything that you need to know about if you need to work with them. Their story would tell you who is their parents. Did they grow up in a single family home? If they had 2 parents, you about to grind with them because they have a strong foundation. I don't know if my brother stood on Tay. I remember mentoring Tay last year. First thing he told me, T, I'm an athlete. I said, oh, he's coachable. He was an athlete, played football in school, right? So he's used to being coached. He's coachable. And coachability fast tracks your growth. Think about it, and I'll show you guys again with Pammy in a group chat. I said, hey guys, post this on Facebook. This is how you get 5 leads. Before I'm even done posting it in the group chat, Pam got it on Facebook. But then creating a list of names off of it. It's working. I'm not posting stuff and doing things to waste our time. No, it's working. It's worked for me, and now it's working for you guys. So you got to know their upbringing, what high school they go to. So they come from your community, they come from your hood. What part of the city they grew up in? See, how was they in high school? I was the class clown, so guess what? I'm entertaining. But I found the way how to bring that entertainment with value and bring valuetainment, right? If you knew Coop back in the day, you can almost tell Coop was a class clown. He brings a lot of energy, the jokes, the entertainment. So me and him in high school would have been the best. We'd have been best friends. We'd have been in detention together. So I want you to understand, you got to look at their upbringing. Where you from? Have those hard conversations. Why? Because you got to get to know them anyway. Because their story is going to reveal their insecurities. Man, I grew up in a single family home. I never had a father. This what happened. I come from a damaged relationship, toxic relationship, right? Me and my child's father, blah, 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 blah. You can hear it in their story. Because there's no glory if there's no story. So you gotta get to know their story. You gotta know what you're working with. In order to take them on a journey with you, you gotta know where they're coming from. Why? Because if you don't know the story, then you can't relate to them. You don't even understand why they do the things they do. But as soon as you hear a story and you can relate, then your leadership can just shift and you can be a different type of influence in their life considering you know their story. Okay? So what type of parents they have? What type of job did they work in high school? Where high school they went to? What type of attitude did they build at a young age? Were they athletes? Were they in the Boy Scouts? All of this plays a role. Now, number 7. Okay? Number 7 for leadership is being able to take criticism. Number 7 is being able to take criticism. Listen, right now, we have to develop leaders the next 2 weeks. And if they always in their feelings about giving them some advice, then you got to understand that's might not who you want to spend your time with. If everything is an attack, if they always taking things personal, it's always raining on them, and you're just trying to help them, hey, you know, I think you should have did it this way. But see, we're family. We're not doing negative criticism. We're providing positive feedback in a way that can transform them. Because if people stay the same, so does the organization. If there's no feedback, if there's no positive criticism, the organization cannot grow if we don't know. The organization won't grow if we don't know. So they gotta be able to take some criticism. Don't take everything personal. But listen, not only that, if they can take it, they gotta give it. Right? So when I talk to Pam, I'm just using Pam as an example. She always asks me, bro, after the call, bro, how did I do in that call? Terry hit me the other week. Hey, T, how can I get better on the call? T, what's some things you think I can do better that I can add into the mix? Then I tell them, criticism. Right? But then I have leaders come, T, this is what we need to do. I think that we should cut it back. I think they're initiating. They bring in their ideas, but it's constructive criticism. We ain't here to tear people down. Hey, bro, all you do is build and you trade 20%. That's not the way to say that. Hey, he's a trader, he's a builder. No, that's not how we call them. I don't call people builders and traders. I call people entrepreneurs. I call people people. I call people people. I don't want to distinguish that. No, however you want to use the platform, you're a person, you're a human being. So we got to give people positive, constructive criticism. Hey, you know what? This is a way that it could have been better this way. Hey, you know what? If you would have shifted it this way, probably would have got this working, and that would have killed them with it. Hey, if your call was too long, maybe you should leave this part out and just focus on hitting these 3 points. Right? So you got to be able to take criticism as a leader, but then you got to be able to give it as well. Because guess what? My mentor told me too. He felt a certain way. He said, T, years ago, you ain't coachable. You want to do it your way. I got tired of doing it my way. I got tired of struggling doing it my way. So I had to be open enough and said, man, number one, when I'm doing it's not working, so I need to be open to some criticism. But then I need to be able to give it to the next wave of leaders. Our success in this organization rises and falls on leadership, and we got to be able to communicate in a healthy, positive way. Don't be afraid to tell us about ourselves. Right? So if you're not real with you, you can't be real with nobody around you. If you don't want to hear it, you don't want to give it. Okay? So make sure you can give out positive criticism. Okay? Now, my next thing, number 8. Let's talk about taking direction. Taking direction. What do I mean by that? We all have the same 24 hours in a day, but we got different direction because some of us are uncoachable. Your key to winning in this next 90 days and in your life is coachability. Coachability promotes growth. Okay? I'm somebody right now. Listen, if you want to build, why are you listening to traders? Why are you listening to people who strictly just want to trade? And if you want to trade, why are you strictly listening to builders? Right? So I want you to understand that you got to know who you're listening to and you got to know who you're working with. Right? You got to be coachable. Now, what do I mean by that? I am a chairman trader. That means while I'm running the chairman, I'm also growing the bag trading. I'm both. I didn't make up my mind it's either one or the other. I made up my mind I want it all. So I have to be coachable. Who am I listening to? Number one, I'm listening to Owen Wright. I'm not listening to nobody else about trading. When other people start talking about trading, I cut it off. Why? Because that's not my mentor. No, they might be giving some sauce. They might be giving some value. I rock with you, but guess what? You're not my mentor, right? I'm locked into one personal education, and that's on right. I don't need to learn from everybody. That's our problem. We're trying to take in everybody's opinions about the market, and we're overloaded. But if you can just see the market how Orange sees it, you can also see $1 million in your bank account. But understand, Orange educates the educators. He runs the IM platform as an educator, and that's like my big brother. Who else do I need to listen to if I got the personal connection with the educator that educates the educators? The best teacher. So anything else that I'm getting from somebody else, I'm good. I'm locked and loaded. I don't want to overdo it. There's a lot of trading strategies that you don't need to know. Focus on what pays. Keep it simple. KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. We want to kiss it. So I want you to understand coachability promotes growth. Who you're listening to, who you're working with. I was just telling Devin this other day. Today. Listen, I'm not about to go out my way to help somebody get promoted that's not coachable. When Pam called me with, hey, bro, I need this, I need that. Man, guess what? She's coachable. And guess what happened? Platinum 150 smashed 7 days. Platinum 600 this week smashed 14 days. Why? Why would you spend your time working with people that's not coachable? You might as well open up the garbage can and Kobe Bryant, your time in the garbage. It's billions of people out here. I'm not looking for a personality. I'm not looking for egos and pride. I think this person can be a chairman. I don't care about that. It took me 6 years to get to the point where I'm just looking for people who can work a system. I'm just looking for people that can duplicate everything that I do. So as a leader, your goal is to create you several times over. Are you with me? I'm just out here looking for a leader. And that's why I jump down levels, because I'm looking for a T. Smith. So if you bring somebody in, I want to know your network. I'm tap rooting. Hey, who's your top 12 leaders? Who? Okay, him? Cool, I need to get to know him. He might be another T. Smith. Then I'm asking him, I'm going to jump down again. Who is that person? Who is Mike? Hey, what's up, Mike? I'm T. He might be another T. Smith. Hey, Mike, show me your leaders. Oh, T, this is James. I'm jumping down again. What's up, James? Boom. Hey, this brother here is got the right positive attitude. I'm listening to his language. I'm listening to him initiate. He got ideas. He take positive criticism. Found him. Hey, listen. Ryan, that's his name, right? Just jumped down 6 levels to find another T. Smith. Hey, Ryan, listen, I'm T. What's up, bro? Listen, let's exchange numbers. I want to work with you personally. Why? Because I want the other 5 leaders to see me work with the T. Smith, to see me jump down and go crazy with them, right? But some of us, we're not going to get that depth if we can't properly duplicate, if we can't properly identify leaders. Because some whiners might introduce you to a leader. Some pity parties might introduce you to a celebration. But you got to be able to work through the network. You got to know what you're looking for. You got to be listening. You got to be looking. They're taking direction. Okay? We can't change your destination overnight, but we can change your direction. So you need people that's coachable with changing the direction. Hey, I want to learn. Hey, I'm listening. Hey, I'm coachable. So when I put it in the group chat, I go watch. I go to y'all Facebook pages. Let me see who's gonna post that today. I'm a branding coach. I do this full time. I know how to massage. I just did a 3-day course on branding, marketing, content. So when I come into the group chat, I know exactly what needs to be said. But then I go watch and see who's coachable. Okay. Mimi put it up. Okay, this person put it up. Okay, this person didn't post nothing at all. Okay, cool. So since these two people did it, they're coachable. I need to get them more game. I need to bring them closer. They coachable. They listen. Why? Because our goal is to duplicate. Think about it. Right now, think about how hard you're going. Now, do you want that to duplicate? Watch this. Think about how hard you're going. Do you want that to duplicate? Right? So if you're not showing up to those Zoom calls, if you're not being coachable, if you're not giving positive feedback, if you're not watching your language, that's going to duplicate. The negative duplicates too. So guess what? You're going to have a whole team not showing up to the Zoom calls. You're going to have a whole team not getting on 5 minutes early. You're going to have a whole team with bad language. You're going to have a whole team that's not promoting growth. They're promoting stagnation. So I want you to understand everything starts with you. It rises and falls on your leadership. So are you taking direction or are you in the way? Okay? Now, number 9 is character. Number 9 is character. Right? What do I mean by character? Are they good people? Do they have integrity? We're not looking for people that's going to cross recruit people. We're not looking for people that's going to steal people. That's sliding in your inbox chart. They in a group chat. Hit me on the inbox so I can sell you something. It's not what we're looking for. We got to have character. What you do in the dark will come to the light. What you do in the dark will come to the light sooner or later. So we're checking for their foundation. What do I mean by that? See, sometimes your talent will get you places that your character won't keep you. Sometimes your talent will take you places that your character can't keep you. What do I mean by that? There's a lot of people who make it to the league. They got a mean crossover. They dunking backwards. But do you see the people, the stories we hear about the people who make it to the league and they get cut, right? They acting up off the court. That's why people love LeBron so much, because he's squeaky clean. But then Allen Iverson, he stayed in the news. Latrell Sprewell, Lamar Odom doing drugs, right? The Kardashian mess. They doing all this extra stuff off the court because of their character. You don't see that with LeBron. LeBron is opening up schools. LeBron is giving back to the community. LeBron is with the same woman that he's been with since high school. He's an amazing father. Why? Because he has character. And guess what? People still gonna hate anyway. They still gonna test the crown. But he still holds it down even while they test the crown. Come on, don't miss this. Will you hold your character when all hell is breaking loose? What's happening right now? We see people on videos on Facebook fighting over some toilet paper. What? They fighting over toilet paper in the stores. They getting out of character because of the news is creating conflict and controversy. Not leaders, though. You didn't see our mentors going crazy. We don't see listen to our mentors' language. Listen to the $1 million earners' language. It's still the same. It's calm, cool, collective. Why? Because if you sweating, your whole team is sweating. Okay, never let people see you sweat. We're leaders. You never see Obama. You just see it in his hair. Y'all remember when Obama became president? His hair was jet black. 8 years later, it's gray as ever. But you never see him come on TV and see him sweat. He always did that nice little walk. He always did that smile. He was so cool and postured that people still looking for him. There's a meme right now. Where's Obama? Where is Obama? So I want you guys to be clear. We got to have character. If you're going to be that right leader, you got to have character. Okay? So guys, listen, I don't want to be long tonight. I just want to drop some major nuggets. If you got those nuggets tonight, just drop a key in the chat box if you caught those keys. All right? Drop the key emoji in the chat box if you caught those keys tonight. Right? Who caught them nuggets tonight? This is how we got to identify leaders.
This is who we have to become. Okay? So I just wanted to hop on here tonight. I didn't want to be long. I just wanted to be strong. I just wanted to thank you guys. Let's take it to another level, and I'll see you guys in group chat. Let's take initiative. I love you, family. Have a great one today.